Hey, hey, howdy, guys. Good evening. This is Evening on the Sunday. It's still another one of these. It just takes so long to upload these that YouTube, I can't say it's them. I can only think that, why in the hell else isn't this the coolest shit on earth? It's like the coolest thing, it really is. So I've been at it some more. I'm also baking a pie. I'm baking an apple pie. Of course, it's one of them heat 'em up things. All right. I don't know how to make it all up yet now, but I'm learning. But I got about 15 minutes or so, so I'm going to try to go through this really fast because what I'm trying to do is hook you up to the inside a version of the Bible, which is the we talk about it being the excuse me, the spiritual side of the Bible, the way that God prefers us, or whenever we've done our work. This is the side that may or may not get revealed to you, but it was revealed to me, and I'm showing you. All right. So, anyways, this is a big. This is a bunch of stuff here painted or drawn up. Let me see. Can we see? Is everything on there? Yeah, you can see everything on there, just about. But anyways, today's lessons have really been about, or I wanted to go into Tabernacle. I wanted to show you, basically, we're the Tabernacle, you and me. We are the ones that contain all these wonderful things. And I can go into, the Exodus and show you, what the candlestick looks like and stuff like that. I could draw it for you. And you make up your own mind. But what I've gotten on here for you to look at is, this is what the camps look like. This is what it means to be, this Judas camping out on the right side. That's the side that the sun comes up on. I'm going to just show you, and it'll wrap up all of these. Not all of them, but it'll wrap up a whole mess of symbolisms. With regards to the worlds, what's in the middle of your mind and stuff like that, and that actually is this. The fornix of our brain is basically the middle. This is the mercy seat, or the pineal gland, which is not the fornix, but it has a little. There's this thing called the Sprea pinealis, and it's this little bitty skinny little line, like a little, it's like an electric thing that when this happens, it rolls the fornix open. So this opens the cave. This is what lets Jesus loose, or, we have to put Jesus in. But anyways, this is the cave. This is the tabernacle. This is what they're talking about. This is where God speaks to us, just above this. All right. It's pretty cool shit, you guys. And, I'll just bear with me for a minute and watch this as I explain to you what goes on inside your mind. All right? Okay, how it relates to our Bible, the King James Bible. Can you see all this? I hope so. Tabernacle. Tabernacle means it's a meeting place. It's where God can dwell and hang out with you. All right? Now, of course, it sounds like synagogue. It sounds like churches, to go out there and find some place to commune and serve the communion. But that's an outside way of doing it, because this is it's not telling us, but this idea is he's making you. He's asking you. He's talking with Aaron. I want you to make this. Aaron and your sons, But Aaron is the brother of Moses. And we just learned from the last little business that your brother is your messenger. So God's talking to Aaron, and we have to make all these things. We have to make all these things so that, we can worship God. I can come and dwell with you, Well, we've been told that God don't dwell with us, but all the stuff is there. Really is. It's just needing to be rebuilt like they're doing here on Earth, except that the catch into getting it all wrong. It's only an individual, one person at a time, get it to heaven. There's no group rate. There's no bus coming to the house, picking up you and your kids, taking you down to the church. No. No, this represents all of those fours we're talking about. It's part of the four training. It's part of your teachings on the number 4. Okay. Again, we have the north, east, and the south, and the west represented in here. And for the last, in Daniel, we had 4 beasts, right? You've got a lion, and you've got a bear, and there is a leopard, and over there is something with teeth, iron teeth. And that's the thing goes on stamps on things. All right, well, anyways, that's the works. But anyways, this is showing you how the beasts and all fit in. It was on that list that I had done a couple of days ago. But, to let you know or to reiterate that these are 4 different signs of the fixed signs, which means they're not moving, of the zodiac, and they represent the different directions. So, over here with this lion is Leo. He's representing the west. The lion, all right. Up here in the north, the bear. We know what the bear is. The bear was a constellation several thousand years ago. Just like over here, where this is generally an eagle, it means Scorpio. All right. And down here in the south, we get the physical. It says this is a man. All right, which is Aquarius. And what happens is these are in every season. These are the seasons, actually, what you're talking about, the 3 months at a time. If you were in Aries or something, when you were in the Aries, it was an up movement, and then a fixed, and then there's a down. So, there's the beginning of the sign, there's the stable, and then but anyways, these things change. So this is the one that's in the middle that's fixed. And they just happen to be like this over here. If you had the earth, if you're looking at the earth, we have the north, east, south, and west. You would see that Taurus is here, directly across from Scorpio, and we got Leo over here, directly across from Aquarius. Can't get any clearer than that. I've heard, it's just a coincidence. This is somebody's zeitgeist or something like that. Just put all that shit out of your head. They only went so far. It's almost like they were just scared to go any further because they have to. I'm not afraid. I don't care. I'm going to go right out. I don't care if people think I'm nuts or something. It's intelligent people that walk that straight line, that skinny line between being nuts, and being, regular old dude. But anyways, because you can't tell. So west is our intellect. That's what it means in the Bible. That's the western side of us. It's the mankind. That's what mankind is. All right. We have the south is our physical side. It's pale. This was the leopard the other day. The leopard. All right, which means confusion. Over in the north, we have our emotions. The bear was given the ability to go and to destroy flesh. That's what it was told to do. That's what comes from the north. And this idea of devouring the flesh at this particular point is not a good thing at all. All right. But in when it comes down to the being beast and stuff like that, this is an ox. But when it comes down to an ox, that represents Taurus. And Taurus is the north, and this is all about your emotions. And red, things turn red with this particular thing, and that means the moon and all these things to do with the moon. And the moon, it means sin, the sin god. So, this is where all the trouble comes from, all right? Right here, the north, from our emotions. And of course, over here we got the east with the eagle. It's the it's the when you think about the eagle on here, because this is where the there they saw a lion. They saw a lion. This guy saw a lion, and it had eagle's wings, and the eagle's wings were lifted off of him, were taken off of him, and he was made to stand like a man. So you would see that when you lose your wing, you lose your brother, and you can't go meet God. So that's how you can tie all these things in, because they're the same stories, you know. So we have all this Ephraim and Manasseh and Benjamin. These guys are the tribe. These are tents. And that's what tabernacle means. It's a tent. It's someplace a tent. When you listen to how they make it, it's all these different curtains and curtains and curtains. But it's your mind. It's this idea of the folds and folds, and the cherubims on the outside, and mercy seat is where you sit in the middle. There's a board that you have, and then you got to put things inside the tabernacle. I'll give you the next little lesson will be what goes inside, and we're going to center on the candlestick. All right, so it becomes a quick lesson. So the tabernacle is in the very middle here. We have a group of people around the closest middle in here. These are the ones that are going to serve the tabernacle. So we have you, which is the priest, or Moses, or the priest. It's the priest. It's the one person that's allowed to go into this thing. All right? The only God. That's you. It's your mind. Who else can go in there? Who else can go in there and speak for you? Anyways, your brother goes in there and does this for you. All right. This name we have, there's a Mariah, or something like that, bitter. This is this idea from the motions. The woman, she's going to give birth. You're going to be bitter. It's also this having to give up your firstborn. So she's giving birth in suck. All right. We have over here this Gresham. What this means is stranger. Stranger. This is a stranger or a sojourner. This means someone who's on the move. There's no, this is sojourner. This is a stranger. All these, if you talk about stranger in a strange land, that's when you're in the West, because, this is your awake and everything is Maya, But you're the stranger out here on this side. But this is a side that everything is run off of. This is our intellect. This is while you and I are awake. This is our consciousness right now. That's where we are on this side. And what do we say here? What are these guys' names? We have, this is the tribe or the camp of Ephraim. And Ephraim means fruitful. And then we have Manasseh, which means causing to forget. And that is, when you come over to this other side, it's like a change, and you get to be a new person. You get reborn. All right, so that's what Manasseh is about. And then we get Benjamin. Guess what it said? Son of my right hand. Son of my right hand. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool stuff. All right. So anyways, and this is the physical side of us, basically, or the intellectual. This is the living human being right here. Up in the north, we get Dan, Asher, and Nepali. So we get God is my judge, happy, and my struggle and my strife. Now, I haven't been giving you these numbers underneath there, but they mean things. These are how many people are in their group, because they were all numbered. And when you get the number out of them, it comes down to pretty simple things like Dan is 6. God is my judge. When you get to the 6th chakra, that's where you're getting to. The next day is the day of the Lord. It's Judgment Day. This is where you're standing up. It's the 6th chakra. It's the works. This is this idea. What 6 is. All right, my judge. All right. 10 is a 1. 10 becomes a 1, and what do we get? We just get happy. All right, and this Nepali guy, my love, my struggle, my strife, and my struggle and my strife. This comes to a 3 that says 12, but that means 3. So it's this idea of, this is the works. This is this. Even 3 represents the works as well. All right. We have Gad. Gad down here is fortune and luck. He's number 2, so he's representing God's creation. We have Simon, obedient, listening, and a little Hallion. All right, so it's a little hellraiser, but it's obedient. So this is 7 and 1 is 8. It's 17, so it represents a control number. So from a heathen to someone that's being obedient and listening to. All right, and this is the Reuben is behold a son. All right, and this all comes from out of the south. This is from the physical side of us. And we got the east over here, and the east is going to be Judah. Praise. This is 8. 17 becomes 8. We have Issachar, and that is a man of higher wage or reward. So we get 4, which is worldly. And we get Judah. It's a 17, so that becomes 8. So 8's a control number. So Judah is praise. That's what we would get out of Judah. Now, before I sign off with you today, I'm going to show you that this tabernacle, this is the makeup of our minds. This is the makeup of our minds. And I can show you another drawing that shows you how the breastplate and all these other things, along with the candlestick, all set together. And how, there's another component to this thing right here that involves the net that we toss around, or what God uses, Remember, you're God. So it's this net, and the net is where we want to go now to get our information from. And for a good long time, our nets just keep going over to ourselves. We are propagating with ourselves. All right, we are self-producing, what I'm saying. But it tells us to learn to toss your nets over to the right side of the boat. So this net is this idea of where are you going to get the next substance from? And our substance, it has to be the truth. That's what we're looking for, is the truth. And that's what we find. But you would see that all of this, every bit of this, works synchronicities and stuff like that. Things working together beautifully. And I will come back with some more of this. All right? I got some more to show you that this is inside. This is inside of you. It's always been there. It's your brothers, sisters, and everything like that, It's the coolest stuff on earth, you guys. So, all of these, you remember that all of these guys are representing the brethren, which is from head to toe, Aries to Pisces. This is what it means to be what is above is also below. And you represent the cosmos. You represent everything. You do. And your friends and your brothers and that guy down the street, your cab driver and all these. We're like little miniature little. We're all. What do you call them? I guess you would call us. We were like universes. We are all part of this big universe, and all of us running around with our own little worlds. That's the way it's sounding. It's God, and then one by one, you and I convert over to God, and spin His way. But for a while, we have to go one way. Well, as we're learning how to become a world. All right. My pie's ready. All right. But it doesn't mean I won't be able to eat it for like 2 hours. That's just a shame. All right, you guys. I love you. I'll be back again. All right. If I can't get no sleep, I'm going to come back. All right. See you.